to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make some eggplant, and in the centre of it I'm going to put a meat risole in the centre of it, okay? So what I did first of all, I've got an eggplant, and with that eggplant I cut it up in about a quarter of an inch slices. I made 10 slices out of an eggplant. It was quite a nice large eggplant. So what we do is I'm going to cut a hole in the centre of it, and I'm going to put a meat risole in the centre of it. So I'm just going to show you what I do. First of all, we've got to slice them up in about a quarter of an inch like that, and then after we have to cut them out, I cut out a hole in the middle, enough to put a meat risole in the middle of it. So what I'm going to do is I've got to season my meat here. Now, the inside of these eggplant slices, I've just cooked it. I just didn't want to waste it. I wanted to cook it. Just put it in the microwave and cook it, or else into a little pan and just cook it. And I'm going to add that to my mince. It gives it a little bit of extra flavour. I've got here about 200 grams of mince. We don't want a lot of mince because we're just going to make a little risole in the middle of it. So I'm just going to add that to it. Now with this mince I've already put some parsley in there. I've put my grated cheese in there. I have seasoned my mince, salt and pepper. I'm going to put some more pepper in it. And I've put my salt and the parsley and cheese, I've put all that in it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to mix it all together with that eggplant that I've cooked from the centre of that eggplant, okay? And that's just my mince. It's only 200 grams. We don't want a lot. We're just going to make a little risole to put in the middle of this eggplant, okay? They are very nice. It's something different. Now, I'm just going to make it up in little risoles. I've got some breadcrumbs here. I've already put salt and pepper and parsley and cheese through that breadcrumb, just seasoned it up, okay? And now I'm going to make some little risoles, and you just put them in the middle like that of that eggplant, okay? And what you do is you cut it. I'll just show you now what I do. Just put that in the middle of that eggplant. What you do is just cut a little hole in the middle of that eggplant. Just go around with your knife and cut a hole in it, that's all. And that's what I cooked to put into my mince. That's what I cooked before. So now just do that. Just do it. Get with a little knife. Just go around and make a hole like that. No problem. Very easy. Just cut it out. And out of that eggplant, I got 10 slices. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cooked 4 for you, so I wanted to show you. Now, all you do is just take out enough of that to put that risole in the centre of it. It's a little bit fiddly, but they are nice, something different. Now, just keep on making the little risoles, and I just make another little round risole and put it in the centre like that, and just squash it down in the middle of that centre of the eggplant. That's all you've got to do. Might take another little bit of that eggplant out there, make another little bit of thing. Another little risole, and put in the centre of that. And then I'm going to dip them in oil and dip them in breadcrumbs, and we're going to fry them up, okay? You might have a little bit extra here. It all depends how many you want to make. I have made 1 eggplant and I've got 10 nice slices out of it. This has got a little bit extra here. I'll take it off away. And I'm going to add another little bit here and make another risole here. Just make little round risoles and just squash it in the middle of that eggplant, because then we're going to put the breadcrumbs on top of it. I'm going to put another bit on that other one. There's 200 grams of mince here. It's plenty just for one eggplant. It all depends how many you want to make. Look, they are different. There's something different to make. When you've got a bit of mince and you've got an eggplant and you want to make something different, just give it a go and just do them. Just put that mince in the middle of it like that. And now what we have to do is I'll just I'm going to dip them in oil. I'm just going to dip them in oil, and I'm going to dip them in the breadcrumbs and then fry them up. Okay, that's all you do. Just dip them in oil. I've got some oil here. And you put it in the breadcrumb, that nice breadcrumb. I've got cheese and parsley in there in that breadcrumb. Just squash it down, squash all that down like with that. And that's all. Look, just press it down like that. And you've got that breadcrumb with that nice risole in the middle. Just dip it in the oil. I've got some oil here in this container. That's all you need to do. Now just put it in that breadcrumb. I've got here about a cup and a half of breadcrumbs. Just put some nice cheese, parsley, salt and pepper through it and press it down like that. And we've got all these lovely pieces of crumbed eggplant with that lovely risole in the middle of it. It's something different. I hope that you will try it. Look, just keep on doing that, the same thing. And just press it down like that. And then you're going to fry them in a hot pan. And just keep on doing the same thing. And I've got some little bit of crushed tomatoes I put in a pan, and I'm just going to put a little bit of topping of that when they come out, when I finish frying them, okay? I'm going to show you. So just do that with them all. Okay, do another one here. And so I've got out of that one eggplant, I got 10 nice pieces out of it. It was a nice size eggplant, a good size eggplant. Just put it there like that, look. Just press it down, because it's got that oil on it, and just press it down. And in a hot pan, just fry them up. This last one, just do it there like that. Press it down. Put that nice breadcrumb around it, and press it down. Okay, there you go. Right, so now what we've got to do is to fry them up. I'll just wash my hands. We're going to fry them up. I have started to fry them up. I fried up 4 before for you to show you because I'm going to put them in the dish. See, I've done 4. I've browned them up nice and there's a bit of oil in the pan. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to put a bit of oil in a nice tray, just a little bit on the bottom of it, like that. Just a little bit of oil in a nice tray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these eggplant on this tray like that. Just keep on putting it like that. After you finish frying them, put them like that in a tray. You can make as many as you want to. You can have less or whatever. Now keep on doing the same thing with those. Fry them up. Keep on doing the same thing with those eggplant, okay? And now what you have to do after in the end is, what you do is, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to put a little bit of tomato on the top of this. I'm just going to put a little bit of tomato. I've done about half a can of crushed tomatoes here. I put some nice basil and garlic and salt and pepper. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit on the top there like that. Like that. A little bit on the top of each of them. Just a little bit. We don't want a lot. We don't want to drown them all. Just a lot like that. And then after I'm going to just to keep on doing the same thing with all of them. Doing the same thing with all of them. Then when you do is you put a little bit of cheese on the top like that. A little bit of mozzarella cheese on the top. A little bit of mozzarella cheese on the top. Look, and look, there's something nice. I know it might be a little bit fiddly, but it's worth it in the end. You can prepare these beforehand. I made them last weekend for my kids and they enjoyed them. So look, just a little bit of cheese like that on the top. And look, what you do is keep on putting them. You can layer them on, you can put a bigger dish. As I said, I had one eggplant and it was a good size eggplant and I got 10 nice slices out of it. And I only had a couple of 100 grams of mince, that's all you needed. I seasoned it up with some parsley and cheese and salt and pepper. I also put those little pieces of the eggplant that I had I just fried them up and we'll put them in the microwave and put them in with the mince. And I just dipped it in oil and dipped them in breadcrumbs, and then I put that little bit of tomato on top of it with that little bit of cheese. Now what you do is you can prepare that beforehand, just leave them like that, and when you want them ready, just go and put them underneath the griller or in the oven until that cheese just melts on the top, and just heat them up again. So this is something you can prepare beforehand. I know it's a bit fiddly because that you have to put all those other things, but once you've done them, look, they are beautiful. You can have them with the barbecue with some steak or sausages, and look, they are lovely. Just put them in the oven and melt that cheese on the top. And this is my lovely eggplant with the lovely minced rissoles in the centre of them. So there's something different. I haven't made them for a long time, but I made them last weekend for the kids, and they said, "Oh Mum, you haven't made these for a long time," and I said, "Yeah, I haven't." So it's just one of those recipes that keep on coming back to you, and I thought I'd show you what I've done. And look, they are beautiful big pieces like that, and just dip them in oil, dip them in the breadcrumbs, and just fry them up. So, and just do that. So I hope that you'll just try this other new recipe of mine, okay? Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.